I reckon if we'd started Martial and taken them up for half time, it would have been a different game. Because the chances our number 9 had, I can't pronounce the name properly. There was one chance, I think he fell down before he even tried to take a shot.
Hold on. Some breaking news. We'll go to our correspondent over in North London. Puz, go.
Said that they've sacked him.
They
And I'm
sacked
saying, Paul, don't do this.
Nah, it can't. It must be April Fools.
Yeah, he's sacked.
Should we all check quickly? Should we all have a quick look?
I've just checked. Yeah, just checked. They've sacked him.
Are you sure it's not April Fools?
So they sacked him.
Yeah.
Bells, can you confirm as well? Can you confirm as well, Bells?
Hold on, where's my other phone?
They sacked him.
I've just confirmed. That's the.
They put club statement. You know when they put club statement, I'm just man. That's not good. No, that's not a good sign.
He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone.
I told you lot.
Chris, what did I say? Bro.
Told you lot.
There's either Zidane, Luis Enrique, or Nagelsmann.
No, they're going to get Pochettino.
I told you lot. I said that squad is not built for someone like Graham Potter.
Told you, man.
Graham Potter takes responsibility for defeat. It's the same old story for Chelsea. The chances were there, but the potency in front of goal was not. Aston Villa had 27 shots with just under 30% possession.
Yes.
Chelsea.
The Chelsea.
Please, I was waiting for Chelsea.
What is going on? What is going on? I'm going straight to Sims. Sorry, Sim. Please tell. Okay. Let me give you a starting point.
Context. Go on.
Where do Chelsea need to focus the most to start turning this around?
You want to be honest with you?
All over.
No, I wouldn't even say all over, Bills. Where Chelsea have gone wrong is that I believe they've got a group of potential players that can do amazing things. However, they've got the wrong manager.
Okay.
I feel that Chelsea's process, if they are smart, they will sack Potter by the end of the season, and they will go and employ someone that is respected by these players. Because I feel that as good as Potter is, there's too much egos in that dressing room for him to control. Another thing is, I feel that they need a number 9. They need one badly. We can all admit this Havertz thing's not working. Aubameyang, his heart is in Barcelona. I see him liking Barcelona pics the other day on Instagram. I just thought, he was there when they won the final.
He flew over.
Yeah, he was there. That's what I'm trying to say. He was there when they won the final. So it's
classical.
So I feel that they definitely need a number 9. I think they should look into bringing back Lukaku, to be fair. As much as you lot say I'm crazy, I think they should. Because I feel like they've got the right pieces there.
We ain't said it yet, but you're crazy.
I agree.
No, I feel like, guys, let's be honest. They do have the right players there to feed him.
Yeah, they do.
It's a good point. So I like, there's a few points that Sims...
I feel like, Chris, if we're going to be honest and we're going to stick to the facts...
That's where it needs to start. It needs to start with the manager going, yeah?
The manager needs to go.
ASAP.
I just feel like it's just too much of a bigger job. You know, when you're the Chelsea manager, it's instant success and instant pressure. So you have to perform at the highest level consistently. So for me, it's
Chelsea have been trying to do this. Let's bring in someone low-key and build it up. They tried it with Lampard and they ended up sacking him. So I think they're 2 one way or the other. It's like half a dozen rather than... No, what I'm trying to say is it's half a one and half a dozen another, in the sense of, are you going to be a super team and buy all the players like a Galacticos, in which case you need a Galactico manager, or are you going to build from the bottom, bring in academy players and, Lampard it up, whatever. Smiles, let me come to you. What did you think of the Chelsea game? Did you expect them to get battered like that? Because they were torn apart, mate. Classic counter-attack.
For me, I'll talk about Chelsea as a whole. I've got a different take. Porter, I think, the job is a bit too big for him. But he came in the middle of the season now.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Well, technically, it was at the beginning of
November. It's November. It wasn't at the middle, but let's say at least a quarter in, or maybe a third in. A third.
I was about to say the first half of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he knows the starting lineup. One, because he's just got too many people to pick from. He's got about 5 players for one position. I think his head is scattered. Because if you look at the Chelsea lineup, there's not been a consistent team for the last 3-4 games. So I don't think certain players will play, but I don't think he knows the starting lineup. 2, I think Chelsea need the end of the season for my man to gather to say, you know what, let's go pre-season. Let me see what's what. Let me see who's my best players in this position. And he'll go from there. I don't think they'll sack him because that's too much money. Because they just sacked my man, he cost them 10, 15 mil, Tuchel.
Yeah.
They're not going to sack my man just yet. They're going to give him time.
I think they are, I think they will.
Bro, do you know how much? Sim, do you know how much they've blown?
Yeah, but that's Chelsea for you, though, man. They don't care.
Transfer regulation is going to kick them in the backside, bro.
They've already come out and backed him. They're keeping him to the end of the season.
No, but what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say as guys,
Oh, I think we've just lost Sim, but that's okay. He'll be back momentarily. Puz, pick up from there, please, for us, my man.
No, I think they're keeping Potter. I think they're keeping Potter until next season.
Same question to you then, Puz. Same question. Where do you think Chelsea need to do, or what do you think they need to do now to invoke change?
There's nothing.
I think it's done. Yeah, it's done.
They
just wait till the end of the season. Because
you can't give up your season with 8 games left. That's nonsense.
Chris,
but what are they fighting for?
They ain't fighting for anything.
Trust me.
Right now,
they don't care. Like they're gonna try and challenge him to get into Europe, some sort of Europe, so they can earn money from, the stadium games and stuff. But right now, I don't think they care. Potter's staying until next season. The first 5 games of next season, if he doesn't do the business, he's gone.
At least till November next season.
Yeah, they're giving him to at least September.
Yeah,
between September and November before.
Because he would obviously. I've never
you think they're going to give him a pre-season, basically?
Yes, they're not going to buy all these players. They're not going to buy all these players because don't forget, most of the players they bought, some of the players they bought were under Tuchel. Yeah. Sterling, whatever mess they made over there, they made that mess in it. Aubameyang, that mess was in the summer. Now they've gonna made a bigger mess in January. They have to sort that out at the end of the season. They got to
ask you one question.
Get rid of some.
Can I ask you one question?
That's it, all done.
Yeah.
Can you hold that question for us, please, Sim? Hold that question for us just quickly. Bells, just quickly, what were your thoughts? What do you think about Chelsea? What do you think at the moment?
Get done.
Oh, Potter needs to go home.
Potter needs to go. Fair enough.
Reason being, Chelsea's a big club for him.
Yeah.
It's a massive club.
Too much of a big club, isn't it? Yes,
I reckon he can handle it, man. I reckon
he come from Brighton here, dealing with low-class players. You see it.
Thank you.
He's come from how he made them play, though.
He's come from Brighton. He built Brighton. You get it? Buying what? £10 million players and them
even less than that. Less than that.
You know what I mean? And now you're dealing with brothers that you're paying 300 quid a week.
300 mil.
A massive jump.
I hear you, bro.
Talking in the changing room, they listening to the music. They ain't paying attention to him.
No, I think he commands respect, though.
Let me move it across to Sim. Sim's got a question. Sim, who's the question directed to?
It's directed to everyone. Do you feel Todd Bowley is preparing life without Graham Potter? Because I believe some of these. Wait. I believe some of these signings are not Graham Potter signings. I believe they're just signings.
Yeah.
I believe they're signings to boost the club's profile. Does that make sense?
I think
it makes sense.
Trying to do what they did when Mourinho came, when they just bought everybody and anyone, and they didn't.
And this is what I'm trying to say. I think, okay, let me word it in a better way. I believe they've built such a squad. In the summer, a top-class manager will be like, I'll take that job. I've got a lot to work with. where Graham Potter used to working with players that, as Bello said, not as expensive, less pressure. He's got time to develop them.
High profile.
But really and truly, that's what I believe. That's why I said, do you believe these players are bought based on Todd Bowley signings, or they're based on Graham Potter signings? Because I believe
Graham at all. See the signings here. If you look at Graham and his signings from Brighton, that's not Graham signing.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think these are his signings.
I'll answer that question. I'll answer that question, Sim. I think with the type of contracts that they've put a lot of these players on, sort of 6-7 years, they're definitely building towards the future. I personally think that if you're asking if Todd Bowley's trying to make the team future-proof, yes. So if it doesn't work with Potter, a top-rate manager can come in and the groundwork is already there. But the issue is it's almost like they want a smooth transition, but at the start they've packed so much in, it's going to take a while before it starts to flow nicely along and become smooth. I personally don't think, just to extend it there, I hope that answered your question. I personally don't necessarily think Potter, not Potter, that if they sack him now, that is something that they can do. You lot will recognize this because of who I am as a personality. I personally think when you get a situation like this in any team, I'm talking about whether it's Sunday League or Premier League, the first thing you need to do is stop the flipping ball going in the back of the net, mate. And then that is your basis. You build a basis from there, and then you start to get results. I personally think that there are still points to be played for this season. And if any of those players, and if that manager has any pride about them, every single point is worth battling for. And the battle starts with stopping the flipping ball going in the back of the net. The fact that they did not play Thiago Silva unless he's injured, I don't think he is a joke. He's injured, right? I thought so. Because Cucurella and Reece James are not centre-backs. That is a madness. That's a madness. If you play three at the back and James and Cucurella are part of your three, that's insane.
This is another thing we need to say. Thiago Silva's 38. And
doesn't matter if he's your best defender, he plays. Don't care.
Every game though, Chris. I don't think he can play every game.
They don't have they're playing one game a week.
Yeah, for a fair point.
Yeah. Let's move on anyway, because enough said about Chelsea. Mad transition there. Consensus across the room that probably Potter's out of his depth. So let's move across now. Actually, we're going to go